It's quite amazing how pocket-friendly DJI is. Everything I need to film today are in these pockets.
DJI has been on a mission to fill our pockets with devices and empty them of money. But is this new Coke cavity-friendly Mini 5 Pro worth lightening the load of your wallet? After all, the Mini 4 Pro is still a fave of mine.
This is one of my favourite DJIs, the Mini, just because it's easy to carry around. I don't really like carrying a big heavy thing that I don't really know if I'm going to use.
Yay! For small gear that you might not use but never know when you might need to use it, but never mind if not because it's small and light. TM.
Honestly, I don't know how successful this taking off is going to be because it's a very windy day. We've got gusts of up to 43 miles per hour. Anyway, I'm going to set up my 360 camera. By the way, this thing is lethal. Check this out. Do not get your face anywhere near this when you're pressing that button. I'm not sure if this is a good idea to have a 360 camera on the big, long, easy to fall thing. You know what, I might leave that. So here it is, the Mini 5 Pro. Of course, with a smaller drone like this, it's not going to have the stability of a big drone like the Mavic 4 Pro, but we're going to find out just how much of a problem that wind is going to be.
My Pocket 3 is having enough problems staying upright in this wind.
The thing I like about the Mavic 4 Pro, and the thing I like about this, because they put it in this, the Mini 5 Pro, is that you can open it and it just starts the drone. Powers it on straight away. And you don't have to open it in a particular order.
No order is the new order. Small thing, but saves a lot of boring, unnecessary faffage when you're eager beaver to get in the air.
This is trying its best there.
The Mini 5 Pro's wind resistance is rated a little higher than the Mini 4 Pro, but 26 mph is a fair bit away from 42 mph gusts, so it's quite impressive how hard it tries to fight it, despite the light weight of it.
Oh no, that's windy. That is windy. That is very windy. It's quite incredible because this is still essentially a sub 249 gram drone, so it's considered a toy. Strong wind warning, here we go. Aircraft unable to return to home automatically. Lower altitude immediately. Right. There has to be some compromises with having such a small pocketable drone like this. But having said that, 43 mph gusts, better than I expected. But when I'm looking on the screen, it doesn't look like it's having any problems. A little bit there, a little bit, you can see it.
I've never flown a Mini in gusts this strong, and I'm really surprised that it dealt with the turbulence quite well overall. Having said that, I did shoot some more on a less windy day, wearing the same clothes for continuity, not for personal hygiene's sake. One thing with this Mini, however, is that they've maxied the sensor. So the biggest new improvement with the Mini 5 Pro is that it's got a 1-inch sensor. Before with the Mini 4 Pro, it was a 1/1.3 inch sensor. And that's quite incredible because despite having a bigger sensor, they still managed to keep the same form factor as the Mini 4 Pro. You probably won't see the difference here, but yes, it is a 1-inch sensor. I would say that in daylight, the difference from the slightly smaller sensor of the Flip and Mini 4 Pro and this new Mini 5 Pro isn't drastically huge. Image quality is a bit better, the details and the cleaner looking shadows. It's not going to have that extra crispiness that you get from the 4-third sensor Mavics, but the fact is, it's now got the same sensor size as the main camera on the Air 3S. Add to that, same wind speed resistance too. 4K 60 FPS HDR. You can do 4K 120 slow motion as well. And all of this, and you don't even need a micro SD. It's got 42 gigabytes of internal storage, so if you forget your cards, which of course I never do, it'll save you. It'll save your ass. So yes, a 1-inch sensor, so it should be better in low light. Apart from the better low light image capabilities, it has better low light sensing capabilities, not sensor, obstacle sensing. So it's got LiDAR sensors on the front. And that is coupled with, they call it nightscape omnidirectional. Better obstacle sensing at night, essentially. The Mini 4 Pro didn't have LiDAR forward-facing sensors. The Mini 5 Pro takes that from the next level up drones.
2, 1.
Obviously, when it's this windy, it is going to sap the battery life a bit more, just to keep that thing stable.
Or the one thing it can't take is battery life.
Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
Standard battery is rated for 36 minutes, a slight improvement on the Mini 4 Pro. In use, it took 22 minutes before it said it would return home due to low battery, but I managed to squeeze 38 minutes out of it with the last few minutes on the ground.
Okay, yep, so it can do vertical for your socials, your TikToks. Ah! Oh no! No! Gimbal endpoints reached. My patient's endpoints have been reached as well.
The Mini 4 Pro had the vertical ability too. However, the USP of the Mini 5 Pro is the bits in between.
This gimbal can now do a 225-degree rotation. How do you... Oh, all right. You can just use the touchscreen to rotate it. And because of that rotatability, just making words up,
3,
it can do this.
1.
They've gone straight to the top level Mavic 4 Pro and taken the rotatability. Not to the same degree, but still.
But with that 1-inch sensor, the LiDAR, the better low light sensing, it kind of differentiates that just that little bit more than, say, the Flip.
The Flip was a hoot to play tag with, but I probably can't do that with a Mini 5 Pro because it follows faster, 15 meters a second, and it's got mode for cycling, so I probably can't get away on a bike either. The added LiDAR and increased safety should make that less likely to end up in a tree too.
Now, as cool as the bigger drones like the Mavic 4 Pro are, they're more stable, they're quicker, there is something about having the convenience of something that you can just slip in your pocket. Before, was always a compromise about image quality. But the step up to 1-inch sensor is quite significant.
It probably means something has to change with the Airs to set it apart more from the Mini 5 Pro. But anyway, the much smaller, much lighter form factor of the Mini gives this an appeal that even the Air cannot compete with. And if you don't mind being stuck with one lens, you can still use the zoom feature, and the battery, which is a bit shorter, it has all of the image quality of the Air.
It's almost like every time DJI update their drones, and it feels like it's every year, there's some significant step up. And with the Mini 5 Pro, still the same weight category, still pocketable, bigger sensor, better image.
It makes the Mini 5 Pro almost like a great everyday carry for even the most casual of drone flyers. In fact, forget that. Not just for drone flyers, for any photographer that might want to diversify the kind of photos they take, to have something that weighs less than a lens, but can take more interesting images. It's almost like a no-brainer. That's why I like the Mini 4 Pro, and now, with the improvements, that's why the Mini 5 Pro is my new favourite drone to use.